Okay, back for part 2 of hopefully useful stuff before weight loss surgery. I was talking about my protein shakes before. Yeah, if you work full time like I do, or even part time, or you need to go out, which is really challenging. I pre-make my shakes, and I have this other shaky thing I got at Woolies, and it's really cool. It's at my office, so I can't show you, but. Yeah, it's just when you put it in the blender and you use ice, it just makes it more. There's more texture. You have more of it. You know, it's ice. It's just water. You know, with the skim milk, but it's the taste that you really need to get, and that's why I really look. The Synthesix from BSN. It made a world of difference. It really did. I never would have gotten through this. For the first week of being on this, be a week tomorrow on this, and it's been a lifesaver. It was really challenging at first, but I do have a bit of salad. She's got me with a bit of salad, or vegetables, a cup of that with lunch. So I have a shake with berries in the morning, and I usually have the vanilla ice cream with the flavor, not real vanilla ice cream, vanilla ice cream flavor protein shake in the morning with a handful of berries, and I usually thaw them in the microwave for about 45 seconds because it just makes them blend to be easier. And then I have a chocolate milkshake flavored shake at morning tea, and then I have a berry smoothie shake again at lunch with a cup of vegetables or salad, and then I have a chocolate shake, protein shake for afternoon tea. And then I have a palm-sized amount of my template-sized amount of protein. We usually have like a really lean lamb steak or some stir fry, some fish, something like that. Tuna. I love salmon. Coral trout is one of the best things to get up here. So I have that. And I have that with also a cup of salad as well. And if I'm really feeling, like I'm just not going to make it, and there have been a few nights that I didn't think I was going to make it, I make another shake in the evening, like an hour after dinner or something. And it does get pretty weird because I do take insulin at mealtime, and that's been really challenging because I've had some really interesting hypos. So if you're diabetic and you're doing this, you need to really work with your doctor, whether it's your GP or endo. I also have a diabetic nurse. I have like a little team of people. Put a team of people together because the team approach, the multidisciplinary approach, really does work. And having some interesting playing around with what my scale is for my insulin, and then I also have a long-acting one that I take, a 24-hour one I take before I go to bed. And so those actually are kind of going up and down. So you do need to be aware of that if you've got diabetes as well. The other thing that was recommended, and actually I tried this, is FiberSure. Can you see that? Yeah. There's another one. There, FiberSure. It's called Benefiber. I tried that one. It didn't work. This stuff is powder. This is not the gritty crap, okay? It's not the gritty crap that you put. It tastes like juice. I do have the gritty crap if I need it, but in orange flavor. But this is nasty. This stuff is brilliant. I like this better than Benefiber. No offense to Benefiber. I'm sure there's many of you out there like that, but you'd have to take 3 teaspoons of Benefiber, and this is only 1. And this stuff is like, I don't know, like $10 a bottle. Benefiber is like 20 for a big one at the chemist. But I like this better. 1 teaspoon. It doesn't get thick. And after surgery, you're going to have this, whether you have gastric banding or you have gastric bypass, because it can't get thick. And this stuff is not thick. I put it in my tea in the morning. I'm a tea drinker. I'm not really keen on coffee unless it's like a lot of milk in it, and I can't have that. So I have a little bit of milk in my tea, and with this, and you can't even taste it. And apparently you're really going to need this after surgery, so I'll see after surgery. We'll see. The other thing I said, like I said before, you need a blender. Get a blender, a really decent blender, because you're really going to need it. Both the dietitians have said you're going to need a food processor, and I don't have one of those. I've got a really cool juicer, a Rebel juicer, and I've got a really cool blender, but I didn't have a food processor. And the other thing that I was wondering is, what am I going to do for a blender when I'm away from home for 2 or 3 weeks? I mean, obviously not when I'm in the hospital, but what am I going to do? And I've got this big honking big glass blender. It's not like I can just pack that in a suitcase, you know. I mean, I could, but it would take a lot of room. So I thought, well, I'll get myself a handheld blender. So I actually stumbled upon a really good thing, again, on eBay. I mean, I live far away from stuff. So what I did find, and I did a fair bit of research, and I found this really cool handheld blender. It's a Braun. This is a handheld blender, thing like that. The really cool thing, I mean, this baby has some power, okay? I did find out that you actually can't chop ice with this, okay, because that was my original intention. However, because I stumbled upon this on eBay, this is the food processor part that came with it, and the blender just kind of goes like wonk, right like that, and it's actually the motor. And this blade in here crushes the ice, and it's a different texture to the blender. I reckon it'll make fantastic margaritas, and I can't wait to try some of those when I'm off this diet and have the surgery. And so it's a different ice, and it's slightly different. But it's all lightweight plastic. It's really easy. You've got a thing here to put stuff in and put vegetables in. But it also came with a whole bunch of different blades and stuff like mincing and chopping, because after the surgery we're going to need to mince and chop. So more on that after I have the surgery. I can give you some tips on that. But this thing is really cool, and they do sell this. I mean, a typical appliance store have it. I have no idea what it retails for. I think I saw one place it was like $199. I got it by eBay for $150. So postage was $8. So that wasn't too bad. But you definitely need a blender. And there's a few more bits and pieces that I've gotten. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use it. I got myself a scale, an electronic scale. It's pretty whiz bang. Again, I bought it off eBay. It's a lot cheaper. The chemist wanted like $133. I got mine for $29 plus shipping. My friends call me the eBay queen. I love it. Most of my clothes hopefully will go up on eBay for sale. I take Berocca every day. I've been taking that for a long time. I've always been deficient in B vitamins. If you do have the gastric bypass, gastric Roux-en-Y bypass, it is called a maladaptive procedure, and you do need to take vitamins and iron. And I've got a whole list of stuff I've got to take with me, and I haven't purchased yet, but I've got all that. But I do take Berocca every day. Sometimes I take 2 if I feel like it. And it really does work. Apparently I'll be needing that after. I can't drink it when it's fizzy. I need to let it set. And that's the other thing that I use quite a lot. So hopefully some of those tips are helpful for some of you. If you've got any, I'd love to hear comments. If anybody's got some other really cool ideas, I'd like to know, or pass them on, and if I'm thinking of anything else, stay tuned for the next one. I'll find something more to talk about. Thank you. Have a great day.